In this video, I'm talking about the importance of being able to determine your own mental, physical, emotional state and change according to the situation, both consciously and subconsciously. So it's a kind of skill, and if you practice consciously, you will be able to automatically get into the right state. So what I mean about this one, whenever you do something, you should have there is an optimal physiology, an optimal way of thinking, an optimal way of feeling different emotions. And if you are not optimized for that specific situation, then you will not perform very well. Maybe you will not feel good. People will not react for you in a way. Maybe you alienate people and ruin the relationship if you are not in an appropriate mode. Now, for example, that you go to a party and you are not in a party mood and you start to talk about logical thing, try to argue with people, talk about politics, try to sell your ideas or business things. So you are not in a right state. You are not doing what other people expect you to do, and it will not really help you to fit in, and you will not enjoy the time. So it's not good for you, not for other people. So if you go to the party, then you should have, let's say it's you are a young person, and you should have a party mood, which means that talkative, playful, relate to people, you become curious and interested, have in a mood, you put yourself in a mood where you can make very short talk, not even intelligent, just make the people and yourself feel good. And it's more about emotion and movement and maybe joking. Okay, so you have to be able to put yourself in a mood. But let's say you want to do something else. For example, you want to learn, but you are still in the party mood. Of course, your learning will not be optimal, because you have to place yourself, oh, very interesting, up on the tree. There is a bag. I don't know why people put it there. Anyway, so if you want to learn, then mentally you have to be able to put yourself in a focused mode, very curious, you want to learn, you are interested in the topic, you want to discover everything that you know. Physiologically you should be in a very neutral position, not tired but not overly excited, not too high energy but not feel bored. And okay, so this is a skill, and of course you are always in a certain mental, emotional and physiological state, but a lot of time is it not appropriate. So let's say something happened and you feel very angry. So if you just keep your automatic state being anger, and then you move to a new environment, maybe you meet your friend, but you are aroused this emotion, by this emotion, and you feel very upset, and you just talk about this other person who hurt you, who didn't keep the promise, who shouted at you. Then with your friend you will not have a good time, because the friend didn't meet you to listen to your boring, stupid complain about your boss or about other friends or family member of the government. They want to relate to you with other way. So if you are not able to change very quickly your mental, physical and emotional state, then other people will just run away and you will lose friends, they don't want to talk to you. So how can you do this? It's a skill, so you can learn. So let's say the physiological state. Like sports people, you can warm up, you can increase your energeticness when you try to, like breathing, running, start to move your body, then you can increase your energy, or sometimes you have to decrease your energy level. Let's say after a big hurry or very intense day, you have to be able to relax. So for example, this is meditation. You can learn meditation and then you will be able to put yourself into that much more relaxed, that just sit or lay down, don't move too much. In this case, your body will calm down. So sometimes you have to increase your energy level, sometimes you have to decrease your energy level. Mental state. Sometimes you have to be able to be very interested in a very specific topic when you learn, for example, or when other people talk to you and you want the other person feel good, so you focus on that topic. So in this case, the mental skill is focus and attention. So let's say somebody has a problem and wants to talk to you, but you are not in that mood that you are able to focus on the other person. So you have to put yourself in a mental state where you can forget about your own problems and able to focus to another person's story or complaint or whatever they are saying. This is about directing your focus. This is about intention. So it's also a skill, and you can practice to pay attention to something. You can practice this alone. For example, reading. A lot of times when you read, your mind wanders and you don't know what are you reading about. You are not focusing. But you can also do this practice with other people. So when other people talk, you focus on the topic. You don't start to think about a word that he mentioned, and you just want to go deep in the topic that they offer. You don't hijack, you don't start to talk about this. Okay, for example, this is a very negative skill that you are talking to somebody and the other person hijacks your topic. So you want to tell an interesting story what happened in the restaurant, and then the other person interrupts you and tries to talk about what food he or she ate yesterday. And this means that this person are not able to control their minds to follow your story and your topic, and just maybe automatically or intentionally interrupts you, and it's very, very negative. So don't do this with anybody. They will not like you. They will think that you are very self-centered, very selfish. And okay, so this is a skill of focus, have an intention. So when you talk to somebody, let's say a 2-minute part of the discussion is really focusing about you, that have the intention that I want to really understand this person's specific problem. So you forget yourself, you forget your comments, you forget your judgment, you just focus and listen, maybe ask questions, you try to understand what's happening. Okay, so focus, intention, self-discipline, giving up yourself, this is the skills that you should develop, and then the other person will be very happy because they get the attention. The skill of keeping an attention for a long time enough is very poor nowadays, because people get used to the mobile phones, and even the movies, the scenes are changing in every 10, 20, 30 seconds. Very difficult to keep something. So meditation can be a good exercise, any exercise that keeps your focus, because meditation is mainly about keeping your focus. So it's not laziness, not relaxing, it's about keeping your focus for a long time. To do this, improve these skills. Okay, emotion. You have to set your emotional state. For example, somebody is very upset and you are laughing and joking about the issue that they mentioned that probably will ruin the relationship. So you have to be able to increase your mental energy, your emotional energy, or decrease. And what you can do, so emotion, my definition of the emotion, that it doesn't really exist, it's the emergent of your thinking and your physiology, these two things, that what you think and what about your body. So the way to change your emotion and control your emotion is to change your thinking, your focus, your goals, your intention, your mindset, and change your physiology. Relax your muscles, warm up, sit down, breathe deeply, and then you can adjust your physiology, and then you will be able to control your emotions. So create a lot of exercises and have a very clear intention that whatever you do, you will consciously change your state, mental, physical, and emotional state. And if you do it well and long enough, then it will be an automatic skill. So if you sit down to study and you already learned how to place yourself in a study mode, then you will be very, very effective in the study, because you already prepared yourself, your body and your mind, to be able to focus on your learning. And then your friends ask you to go out with them and have a dinner, and then you will be able to put yourself in a socializing mood, talkative, interested in the other person, non-argumentative, try to connect and laugh and calibrate their feelings and mood, and then adjust yourself. Then the benefit of all of this, that you will be very effective whatever you do. People will relate to you better because you relate to their emotion and problems and thinking in a way that they will appreciate.